Got Casey, Mary, Lisa Law. How the rest of you guys doing? Thank you for joining us. As always, we'll give a few minutes for others to come online. Pastor Linda, Dr. Jackson, Sister Walker. Glad to have all you guys join us. Give a few minutes for others to find us and join us, and we'll get started with tonight's study. Now would be a good time if you have friends that you'd like to invite to go out and invite them to come and share with us. And thank you all who are already on. Appreciate having you with us. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Kaya. All right. Just a few more seconds here, and then we will get started with tonight's study. Okay, let's get going. Welcome to tonight's Bible study. There's a basic read through the Bible. We read some scripture, and then we share commentary. The commentary is my own, so there are no copyright issues, and you are free to use it. You're free to share it. You're free to re-preach it, reteach it, retweet it, requote it. You're absolutely free to do that. In fact, we encourage you to do that. As we teach tonight, I am not that skilled at being able to respond to you right away, but if you leave comments, you leave questions, I'll be sure to get back to you after the live broadcast. If you follow along, Angie Jackson, she does a wonderful job collecting our notes, and we appreciate her for doing that. And so you'll see a lot of notes there. But you are also free to add your notes to it as well. All right. So let's get going. Tonight we're going to take a look at Psalm 137, verse 1 through 6. The first 6 verses of Psalm 137. Psalm 137, verse 1 through 6 is what we're going to look at tonight. All right. And for a topic, we're going to call tonight's topic Hope Holding Faith. Hope Holding Faith. That's the title tonight. All right. Now, why are we talking about this? Well, we're talking about this hope holding faith because there will come a time when you know you should hold on, but you can't think of a good reason to hold on. There'll come a time you know you should hold on, and you know you need to hold on, but you can't think of a good reason. All right? So hope holding faith is that faith that will keep you motivated about getting to your future. All right? It's that faith that will keep you motivated about getting to your future. You know, you keep saying, why am I holding on? I don't know. Can't think of a good reason. My neighbor's giving up. I just go ahead and give up too. Grandma's giving up. I might well give up too. Look like the pastor's even giving up. Why don't I just roll over and give up too? But you have hope holding faith, and you can't give up. You can't quit, even though you can't think of a good reason to keep going. So here's the principle already. With hope holding faith, you don't need a good reason to keep going. You keep going because faith says keep going. That's your only reason. You don't need another reason. Why do I keep doing it? Faith says keep doing it. That's not a good enough reason. Well, can't help it, but faith tells me to keep going. You get it? That's all you need to keep going when it comes to hope holding faith. All right? Somebody hashtag already. I'm keeping going. I'm keeping going. All right? Here we go. So let's start to read. Psalm 137, verse 1 through 6. I'm going to be reading the NIV version. Ready to go? Let's go. It reads, by the rivers of Babylon, we sat and weep when we remember Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, we sat and we wept when we remember Zion. Watch this now. in a strange place where I didn't want to be, it really kind of got the best of me when I realized where I could be. You get it? In that strange place, in that strange physical condition I'm in, it got the best of me one day when I realized where I could be or where I used to be or the best place for me. I couldn't be there. When I looked at my finances today and thought about where they could be, it just kind of got the best of me. When I looked at my relationships and thought about where I could be, that's that strange. It got the best of me because now I'm in a strange situation. I'm emotionally drained. I can't take it anymore. I'm fed up with it all. Enough is enough. Especially when I look next door and look like they're happy and they're doing well and things are going well for everybody. For me, that's what it's talking about. By the rivers of Babylon, that place you didn't want to be. We sat and wept when we remember Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, very beautiful place, but it wasn't your place. Here's something you didn't know. Not every beautiful place is your place. Let me say that again. Not every beautiful place is your place. And hope, hold, and faith will help you get through it when you're in that place. It's beautiful, but it's not where you should be. All right? There on the poplar we hung our harps, for there our captors ask us for songs. Our tormentors demanded songs of joy. They said, sing us one of Zion's songs. Let's talk about that. In other words, there is a joy that you once got from an activity you were doing, and you feel so down at this moment, you don't even feel like doing it. You used to love singing, but you don't even feel like you want to sing anymore. You used to love doing carpentry, but you don't feel like doing it anymore. You enjoy cooking, but you don't feel like doing it anymore because you say, why? What good is it doing me to do this in a situation, watch this, where no one appreciates it? They want to hear it. They want to pick on it, but they really don't appreciate it. Hope, hope, and faith will let you go even when you're not appreciated. Hope, hope, and faith will help you keep going when no one appreciates you. When you just want to say, forget it. I'm not going to sing for you anymore. I'm not going to clean this house anymore. I'm not going to preach the gospel anymore. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just go up Sunday morning and say, hello, y'all, how are you doing? Oh, God bless you, and go home. Well, hope, hope, and faith will not let you back off of your faith walk. Right? All right. Verse 4. How can we sing Zion songs in a foreign land? How can I enjoy my life in the situation I'm in? How can I be excited about life when you look what's happened to me? I've had enough tragedy by myself to account for all of your tragedies. The things I've gone through, and you expect me to be happy? Hope, hope, and faith will get you through what you thought you couldn't get through. Let me say that again. Hope, hope, and faith will get you through what you thought you couldn't get through. Your worst pain, hope, hope, and faith will get you through it. All right? You see, hope, hope, and faith, okay, is that faith that says, I can take it even though I can't take it. You get it? I can take it even though I can't take it. You understand what I mean? I can take it, even though I really can't take this, but I can take it. All right? It's that hope that when everything is bleak, you see a blessing in it. Everything looks bleak, but you see a blessing in it. All right? Because here's comes the turnaround. I say, if I forget you, Jerusalem, if I forget you, Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. If I forget you, the place of my best joy, if I forget the place where I really enjoy and love and am inspired, if I forget that inside my very being in my spirit, okay, I really want it to be that I'm not even able to do it again. In other words, it's saying that I want to keep doing it, even though it's hard. So if I forget you, no, not going to happen. It's a rhetorical. You get it? All right. So here's saying, please don't let me ever forget the joy I had at my special times. Every now and then in your life, when you find yourself getting really depressed about something, think of the time when you had your best joy. Parents, Stop thinking so much about the hard times your kids may have put you through and think about the joy you had with your kids. Spouses the same way. Pastors with congregation. You're spending too much time in the negative. Get out the negative. Hashtag it for me. Get out the negative. Okay? He said, may my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you. In other words, he's saying, it ain't going to happen. I'm going to always remember the source of my joy. And that's what I want to encourage you tonight, to always remember the source of your joy, the place of your joy. That's what keeps you in contact with your hope. And hope, holding faith will keep funneling you into that place, into that spiritual mind, into that emotional state. I don't care what you're going through physically. Some of you right now may be in a bad physical state. You may not be feeling good, maybe some back pain, maybe some other sickness you have. But I want to tell you tonight that hope, holding faith says you will make it. If that's you, why don't you just put on the hallelujah? That's me. Hope, holding faith says you will make it. All right? Said, if I do not consider my greatest joy. So you go back and you think of your time of greatest joy. All right? All right? You see, hope, holding faith is where too much meets God. Hope, holding faith is where too much meets God. And you are going to run in those situations where it's just too much. Now, I know all of you are saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, speaking in tongues, lay on hands and the whole bit. I got it. I know you're a super saint. But let me tell you, Mr. Super Saint or Miss Super Saint or whatever super saint you are, let me tell you something tonight. You will reach a point every now and then in your walk where too much just feels like too much even for you. At that point, that's where hope, holding faith lets you meet God again. It's time you met God again tonight. It's time you met God again tonight. Hope, holding faith is going to let it happen for you. All right? So let's go back then and review this scripture, and let me share these 5 principles that we can glean from this to help us remember what hope, holding faith looks like and the conditions under which you will have to experience it. You get it? So these are going to be the conditions under which you want to have your hope, holding faith ready to go. Here we go. Number 1. Times will come when you feel stuck with no way out. There time will come when you feel stuck in a situation with no way out. All right? But being in an unwinnable situation can almost crush your spirit. Let me say again. Time will come when you will feel stuck. You'll feel like you can't win in this situation. And being in that unwinnable situation will almost crush your spirit. That does happen. Why am I pointing that out? You have to recognize that that is a part of this life's walk, that it does happen, that hard times come to see even good people. All right, so number 1, that time will happen. That's why you need hope, holding faith. The other thing you have to recognize is, number 2, your emotional state can drive you to sit down on your faith and the practicing of your faith. Your emotional state can drive you to sit down on your faith and the practices of your faith. There are things you practice by faith, but sometimes you get so tired of it, you just refuse. I'm not even doing it. I'm not going to church today because I'm too fed up. That happens. I'm not going to even pray today, but I'm too fed up. All right. Those things happen in states where you are not aligned with your best place of joy in life. When you're not aligned with your best place of joy in life, that's what happens. Now, that place of joy is not always physical. More times than not, it's emotional and it's spiritual. Somebody hashtag line up my spirit. Line up my spirit. That's what hope, holding faith does. It lines up your spirit. All right. So in regards of where you are physically, where you are spiritually will be a place of joy. You get it? Whatever you're going through, you'll sit and smile right through it. Your worst pains, people wonder why you're still laughing and why you're still joking and why you're still enjoying yourself. You say, you going through all that pain? Yeah, but my spirit is in a good place. That's where you want to get to. Third thing is going to happen. Something you need to be aware of. And this is why you need hope, hold, and faith. So let me show you another reason why you need it. The enemy will want to use what you value and turn it into entertainment. I'm going to not say very much about that because I could just go off and talk a long time. The enemy will take what you value and turn it into entertainment. That's what he'll want to do to you. The thing that you enjoy will turn it into entertainment. So watch for that happening to you, where the enemy takes your best gift and make you into an entertainer instead of a blessing to the world. You got it? The enemy likes good stuff too. Be aware of that. Let me say it again. The enemy likes good stuff too. Be careful to take your gift and turn you into an entertainer instead of a blessing. All right, number 4. Yeah. It will become hard sometime to make sense of your future about who you could have been had you not been in this state. It can become very hard sometimes to make sense of your future about who you could have been had you not been trapped in this state or caught in this state. Had this not happened to me, had I not lost my health, had I not lost my arm, had I not lost my kidney, had I not lost my hearing, had I not lost my eyesight, had I not moved to this city, had I not lost this job, had I not completed, had I not. Sometimes you can't make sense of all those had nots. It's just too many of them. But what you can do is hold on with hope, holding faith, that somehow, regardless of the situation, God will let you experience joy. Hashtag, I'm ready for joy. Hashtag, I'm ready for joy. I don't know what you've been through. You may have been through things too horrible to talk about and so bad that someone like me would never understand it. I will not sit here and tell you I understand your pain. But what I will tell you is that hope, holding faith will bring you through it, bring you out of it, and set you up for tomorrow. Principle number 5. Here we go. Ready? You must find the inner strength to rise up against the mental gloom and anguish and check the very fiber of your faith being about who you really are. You must rise up. You must find the inner strength to rise up against all the mental gloom and anguish and check the very faith fiber of your being about who you really are. You really are more than you think you are. You can succeed in areas you thought you couldn't succeed and that were not designed for you. You were not chosen for, but guess what? You will succeed in it. Hashtag, I will succeed. And I need you to believe that. I need you tonight to make a little post-it and put it on your mirror. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, you will see it waiting on you to say, I will succeed. I need every one of you to do that tonight for me. And when you wake up tomorrow, I want it on your mirror, in your bathroom, or wherever your special place, on your coffee pot, on your microwave, all right, in your Cheetos, or whatever it is, okay? You get it? On your ice cream cup, whatever it is, I want you to put it there. I will succeed. All right, so there you have, those are principles. All right, so let me see if I can summarize this into a meaningful definition for you to help you hold on to these principles of hope, holding faith. In other words, hope, holding faith is that faith that says, I know what God can do. It's that faith that says, I know what God can do. That's the faith we're talking about tonight. And here's the definition for you. You ready? A definition of hope, holding faith. Hope, holding faith is faith that motivates you to believe for a blessed future, no matter how the worst looks and feels. Hope, holding faith is faith that motivates you to believe for a blessed future, no matter how the worst looks and feels. Plus, it's faith that won't let you give up, no matter how tired of it all you are. Plus, it's faith that will not let you give up, no matter how tired of it all you are. That's what hope, holding faith is. All right. It's the faith, all right, that lets you realize that regardless of how bleak it looks, your future's still bright. You got it? That's what it's about. All right. In other words, faith, in other words, hope holding faith, all right, is what keeps your spirit alert and together when it really feels like falling apart. Okay? It's a faith that keeps your spirit alert and together when when you really feel like falling apart. Some of you been like that, haven't you? Where you just really feel like falling apart. Come on, anybody that want to tell the truth? Anybody that ever felt like I just feel like falling apart? That's it. I can't take anymore. Enough is enough. I wasn't born to handle this. This is not the place I wanted to be in. This is not the state I want to be in. I just feel like falling apart. But somehow you're still held together. You have hope, holding faith, and you didn't even know it. Woo! Somebody will say, now I know what it is. Now I know what it is. That's what's been holding you together. Your hope, holding faith just won't let you fall apart when you want to. Some of you want to give up and throw in the proverbial towel, and you don't even own a towel. But you want to throw something in. You can't, because you have hope, holding faith. All right? So, how did you get it? And how did you set your spirit? Let me show you how it happens for you, how to set your spirit for hope. Ready? I'm going to show you 3 ways to set your spirit for hope. Number 1, remember that God is never that far away. That's number 1. Remember that God is never that far away. I don't care if you're in Babylon, Saginaw. I don't care if you're in LA, Arkansas. I don't care where you are in the world. God is never that far away. In other words, trust what you know, not what you feel. God is never that far away. In other words, trust what you know, not what you feel. You know, how many of you know God is with you? Do you know God is with you? If you do, say, I know it. I know it. If you know God is with you, then he's never that far away. Number 2, speak about the upside, not the downside. Speak about the upside, not the downside. There are some people I cannot carry on a conversation with because I don't feel like hearing the downside. Let's speak about the upside. The good news, at least they tried. The good news, at least they went after it. The good news, at least they're breathing, which gives them a second chance. But you want to spend all day on the downside. Speak life. In other words, speak life, not death. Speak hope, not despair. Speak joy, not anguish. That's what you got to do with hope, holding faith. Stop whining and start shouting the glory of God. Right? And number 3, third way you're going to set your spirit for hope. Third way, decree and declare your willingness to trust what you hope for over what you hurt from. That's somebody say that's good right there. Decree and declare your willingness to trust what you hope for over what you hurt from. You're going to trust what you hope for over what you're hurt from, because there will always be hurt. Don't trust the hurt. Don't trust the hurt. Don't trust the hurt. Just trust what you hope for. What do you hope for? You hope for a better tomorrow? Then you hold on to that, not the pain you're feeling on your way to tomorrow. You get it? That's what prepares your spirit. So remembering God, never that far away. Speak about the upside, not the downside. And decree your willingness to trust your hope over your hurt. If you do that, you will move into a spirit full of faith, of hope, holding faith. Right? You see, God's outcome for you is greater than the heaviness over you. God's outcome for your life is greater than the heaviness over your life, and you need to know that. It's heavy, okay? But it ain't God. It's heavy, but it ain't God. Therefore, you will survive it. You will make it. It wants to crush your spirit, but it can't do it. God won't let it. So what will you do then when you can't find a reason to keep your joy? What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you can't find a reason to have an uplifted spirit? What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you can't find a reason to have praise? You praise anyway. You have joy anyway. You declare that you're going to make it anyway. You go out and you enjoy your life anyway. All right? You stop doing something because you say, well, I'm not able. Do it anyway. Say, well, I don't want to go because I disturb the people when I go and it takes me too long to get through the line. Tough. Let the people be disturbed. You enjoy your life. You enjoy your joy. You enjoy the living that God has put in your life, and you refuse to back up because you have hope, holding faith that says, I have a right to my joy. Hashtag, I have a right to my joy. And don't you let anything or anybody take it from you. You hold on to your joy through the pain, through the hurt, through the difficulty, through the tough times. You hold on to your joy. And just when it looks like there's no reason to have joy again, you give a great big praise shout right about there. Just about the time they tell you to sit down and shut up, you get up and you run your lap around the church then, around the building, or wherever you are. That's what you do. All right? Just about the time they tell you you can't pray in the school, let them throw you out because you're praying. Don't y'all go and be civil disobedient, okay? I'm just excited right now. But if you're going to pray, pray anyway. You get it? You live with your joy. You live with your praise. That's what hope, holding faith gives you the right to. Hope, holding faith gives you the right to have joy. And it gives you the right to keep your praise. You see, hope, holding faith, all right, takes your best you in the worst situation and lets it shine anyway. Hope, holding faith takes your best you in the worst situation and lets it shine anyway. That's a God thing. Hope, holding faith is joy, restoration, faith. That's why it works. In other words, hope, holding faith is what restores your joy and gives you back your praise. So there you have it, hope, holding faith. That faith that lets you hold on no matter what, and keep your joy and find your praise where you shouldn't have it. So when you feel overcome by depressing emotion that says there's no reason to keep your joy, find your hope, holding faith, and decree your best outcome. Decree that you will return to the place of your best joy. You will survive the downside, people. Go ahead and smile about it right now. God has just blessed you. This is Dr. Anthony Revis, Faith Ministry Church, Midland, Michigan, USA. God bless.